Grateful for my electricity. Hey everyone, happy to be here with you with the lights on now. I love my life and I love how electricity makes it easier. In the morning, every morning, takes me about 5 or 10 minutes to get into my groove, but here's what I do. I wake up and I look at my clock. I usually turn the alarm off. I check my phone, usually before I'm out of bed, for better or for worse. I turn off my fan, which has been running all night long. I turn on the light. Within about 5 minutes, I'm in my kitchen and I'm opening up the fridge, which has been keeping my food cold all night. I turn on the microwave, cook my breakfast. I turn on the coffee maker because I gotta have my coffee every morning. And I'm on my computer within a few minutes after that. And as you can see, the list kind of goes on, but that's just the first few minutes of waking up. All the ways that I'm tapped into and reliant upon electricity, and it comes up through the walls, through the ground, into these outlets around my house, little 3 prongs I plug in, and I got what I need. It doesn't happen on its own. There's guys slaving away in rain, sleet, and snow to make sure it happens. And I actually looked up my electric bill for the past month. It cost me $19.31 to get all that power all month long. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. A few months ago, my power went out. At least I thought my power went out. It turns out it was just a breaker problem. But it slowed everything down for me. My whole list, my daily plan. If you want to play a fun game, write down everything you have to do for one day and see how many of those things you could still do if the power goes out. For me, it's not very many things because I was on that phone right away. What's going on? Why is this happening to me? And it turns out I found out I just needed to flip a few switches on my breaker to make things happen again. So that's a great, if you're feeling adventurous, here's a great way to get yourself grateful for electricity. Tonight, let's say 6 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever time works for you, go find your breaker and flip some switches and sit in the dark. We have such a luxury of light, I guess. I mean, think about how many more hours a day I have to work because we have light. I don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn because I can stay up until whenever I want to stay up and still be working and still be having fun and doing whatever I need to do on my computer and whatever else is going on. So I'm grateful for electricity. That's just a snapshot into my thinking on it. Hopefully you're grateful for it too, but that breaker trick was not actually how I'm staying grateful this week. I don't flip my breaker switches for fun. Here's how I'm staying grateful. I am smiling and laughing. I need to pay more attention to this technique to stay grateful. Here's why. It affects everything. It changes my perspective on a problem. It changes the perspective of the people around me. Laughter is infectious, and smiling is, it releases these endorphins and serotonin in the brain. It attacks stress chemicals. I don't know if attacks is the right word, but it really affects so many things mentally, emotionally, and physically just by smiling and laughing. There's studies coming out on this stuff more and more often, that these things are good for your lungs and your heart and your organs. I just did a little bit of reading this morning on it. I should probably do more, but I don't have to understand how it all works to just start doing it. There's somebody I look up to, somebody in my family who was a missionary, and I asked her one time, she was going to places where people didn't speak her language, and I asked her, how do you get through to people? Like, what are some of your tools that you use? And she said, smile goes a long way. And that's something that always stuck with me. I don't know why, but just the way she said it, and I think it was the fact that I can see this person and how she uses smiling to really get through to people, and laughter and humor, those kinds of things. And it's funny, I was actually thinking there's people in my life around this neighborhood who don't speak my language, but there are plenty of people in my life who do speak my language who still don't, I don't always feel like they speak my language, because people are different, and I got troublesome people in my life, and I can smile at them, and I can, not laugh at them, I hope, but laugh around them and create that positive environment for the people in my life. keep myself grateful, and if somebody else gets something out of it too, that's all well and good. Thanks for tuning in this week. I had fun thinking about this. I had fun putting my thoughts together. Had fun turning the lights off and finding a candle. I'll see you next Friday. Take care.